Hello students, in this video we discuss some MCQ on multivariable calculus. Before watching this video, you recall the following concepts: functions of several variables, limit, continuity, partial derivatives, directional derivative, chain rule, Euler's theorem and Taylor's theorem. If you want to get maximum benefit from this video, then my suggestion is, after every question, you pause this video, try that problem yourself and then compare the solution. First question: limit of x square y upon x square plus y square as xy tends to 0, 0. There are 4 options. Now first you try this problem and then you watch the solution. The answer to this question is 2. Now how we get this answer? We can express the given function x square y upon x square plus y square as a product of two functions. One function is bounded and limit of other is 0. X square upon x square plus y square is a bounded function and limit of y is 0. So limit of the product is 0. Second question is about the continuity at origin. We know that function is continuous at 0, 0 if limit of f of xy as xy tends to 0, 0 is f of 0, 0. Now the answer is 1. For the first function, the limit of f of xy as xy tends to 0, 0 is 0, which is equal to f of 0, 0. Now what is problem for second, third and fourth function? For the functions given in option 2 and 3, the value of the limit depends on m when you take the path y equal to mx. That means for different paths there are different values. Same thing happens with the function given in option 4 along the path y equal to mx square. And we know that when limit exists it is unique. But for these three functions, along the different paths, values of the limits are different. So limit of f of xy as xy tends to 0, 0 does not exist. If z equal to y square e raised to ax plus y satisfy the equation dabba 2z by dabba x square equal to z, then the value of a constant a is. Now you first find the partial derivative dabba z by dabba x. Then again differentiate it partially with respect to x and then compare with z. The answer is 2. When you compare dabba 2z by dabba x square equal to z, then we get a square equal to 1. That means the possible values of a are plus 1 and minus 1. Next question is about the directional derivative of a function. The direction of the largest directional derivative of the function f of xy equal to x square plus xy square at the point minus 1, 2 is, we have to choose the correct option. First you try this problem. The answer is 3. Now how we get this answer? Let us discuss the solution. The directional derivative of f at point AB along the unit vector u bar, the formula is given by grad f at AB dot u bar. So this is the dot product of two vectors. Now grad f at AB means what? Grad f at AB is the vector in R2. The first component is fx at a comma b and second component is fy at a comma b. So you need to find the partial derivatives at the point a comma b. Now the directional derivative is a dot product, grad f at AB dot u bar, and we know that the value of the dot product is magnitude of two vectors multiplied by cos theta. Now mod u bar is 1 because it is unit vector, and we know that the value of this dot product is maximum when the value of cos theta is maximum. And value of cos theta is maximum at theta equal to 0 and the value of cos theta is 1. Hence, the largest value of the directional derivative is magnitude of grad f at AB and the direction of u bar is along the vector grad f at AB because theta equal to 0. Now you find out grad f for the given function. Grad f at -1, 2 is 2, -4. Then the magnitude of this vector is root 20. We want u bar as a unit vector, so we have to divide that vector by its magnitude. So final answer is 1 by root 20, 2, -4. Next question. The equation of the tangent plane to the surface z equal to x square minus y cube at point 2, -1, 5 is, there are 4 options. You try this problem. The answer is 4. The equation of the tangent plane to the surface capital F of xyz equal to 0 at the point ABC is the dot product of two vectors x minus a, y minus b, z minus c and grad f at ABC. We know that the direction of the grad f at a point is along the normal to the surface. So equation of the tangent plane is given by the dot product with normal equal to 0. Now in this example, the function capital F of xyz equal to x square minus y cube minus z, and then you find grad f at the point 2, -1, 5 and that is 4, -3, -1. Now you substitute these values in the equation and you will get the final answer as equation of the plane is 4x minus 3y minus z equal to 6. The next question is, if f of xy equal to x square minus y square upon x square plus y square, then the value of x fx plus y fy equal to. Now here you don't need to find partial derivatives fx, fy and then calculate. This is not necessary. We can use Euler's theorem. What is Euler's theorem? Just recall Euler's theorem. For Euler's theorem, we need homogeneous function. What is a homogeneous function? A function f is a homogeneous function of degree n if f of tx, ty equal to t raised to n f of x, y. If you replace x by tx and y by ty, then you get t raised to n times f of x, y. Now you observe that the given function is a homogeneous function of degree 0 because if you replace x by tx and y by ty, then t square gets cancelled from numerator and denominator. So f is a homogeneous function of degree 0. Now by Euler's theorem, the value of x fx plus y fy equal to n times f. So in given example, the function is a homogeneous function of degree 0, hence the value of x fx plus y fy equal to 0. Next example, this is based on the chain rule. If z is a function of two variables x and y are functions of only one variable t, then we want to find dz by dt at some particular value. So you try chain rule. By chain rule, dz by dt equal to dabba z by dabba x into dx by dt plus dabba z by dabba y into dy by dt. Z is a function of two variables x and y, so you have to write partial derivatives of z with respect to x and with respect to y. X and y are functions of only one variable t, so you have to write dx by dt and dy by dt. Now first you find out all the partial derivatives dabba z by dabba x, dabba z by dabba y, then dx by dt, dy by dt. Then you find all these values at t equal to pi by 2. If t equal to pi by 2, then x is equal to t sin t, so x equal to pi by 2, and y, which is 2t cos t, y equal to 0. So you substitute all the values in the above expression and then you will get the final value as pi. The constant term in the Taylor series expansion of e raised to x plus y about the point 0, 0 is, there are 4 options. Here, the constant term in the Taylor series expansion of function f of xy about the point AB is f of AB. So you just have to find the value f of AB. In this example, you have to substitute x equal to 0, y equal to 0. That means e raised to 0, which is equal to 1. So the constant term is 1. No need to write the whole expression. Now, this is a theoretical question. There are two statements. First, the functions f of fxy and fyx are continuous at point AB. These are mixed partial derivatives. And second statement, the mixed partial derivatives are equal. There are four options. 1 implies 2, 2 implies 1, 1 if and only if 2, and no relation between 1 and 2. Now you need to know some theory part for such questions. The answer is 1. By Schwartz theorem, if one of the mixed partial derivatives is continuous, then the mixed partial derivatives are equal. Now in this example, now in this question, both mixed partial derivatives are continuous. So we get that the mixed partial derivatives are equal. This is again a theoretical question. If f is a differentiable function at AB, then the first order partial derivatives fx and fy both exist at that point. And second statement is, if fx and fy both first order partial derivatives exist at AB, then function is differentiable. So here also you need to know some theory. There are four options. Only first statement is true, only second statement is true, both statements are true, and both statements are false. Answer is 1. By the definition of differentiability, we know that both first order partial derivatives exist at the point AB. But second statement is not true. For example, here is a function x cube minus y cube upon x square plus y square, for which both first order partial derivatives exist at 0, 0, but function is not differentiable at 0, 0. So second statement is false. Only existence of first order partial derivative does not imply function is differentiable. We need the continuity, fx or fy. If it is continuous, then function is differentiable. Only existential part is not sufficient. So these are some MCQ we have discussed in this video, and I have chosen purposely the different ideas for these MCQ. I am sure that this will help you in your study. Thank you and best wishes for your study.